Rabbi, just 1 minute of your time before we light the menorah. We're going to be dedicating this menorah that was sponsored anonymously. But before I do so, I want to just thank Rabbi Solkel for preparing the boys to sing some Nagunim with us after we light. And I want to thank Mrs. K for sponsoring the Peklach for all the children. And I want to thank the 5 individuals who already sponsored 5 nights of Chanukah to help the Limud HaTorah in our shul. And there are still 3 nights available. If anybody would like to sponsor the 3 nights, you could please see me. But I saw an amazing thought today from the Tolner Rebbe, Shlita in Yerushalayim, our Kodesh. He writes, he has a beautiful sefer called Ma'aseh V'Hailach. And he writes over there that the Kohen Gadol wore 8 begadim. And he brings down for Rabbeinu B'Chaya Rishonim. Rabbeinu B'Chaya was a Rishon, and he says in his Sefer Kara Kemach that the Ner Chanukah, the 8 nights of Chanukah correspond to the 8 begadim. It comes out that tonight, the first night of Chanukah, if you look in the Psukim, it corresponds to the Chayshen. Tonight, the first night, represents the Chayshen upon which the stones, the Urim V'Tumim, and the stones with the names of the Shiftei Ka, the names of the Shvatim, the sons of Yaakov Avinu, which together made up Klal Yisrael. That is tonight. And he brings down, the Tolner Rebbe says, that what's the significance of the Chayshen? And here I just want to read to you what he writes. He says that in Yeshaya, Perek Tes, Pasuk Yud Gimel, it's an amazing, incredible Perek. It says, Ki darachti li Yehuda keshes mileisi Ephraim, Bararti banayich Tzion al banayich Yavon, v'samtich kecherev Gibar. And he says, Rashi, Uvarashi Kosav, listen to this Rashi. Soif Shantiyoiches Yitol HaMelucha Miyad Malchei Paras. Malchus, the Melech Antiochus, will take the power away from Persia. V'areu lachem. V'ani edroich Yehuda liyoisli kekeshes milchama. V'yelochamu b'Antiochus mechashmenayim. Antiochus will take it away from Paras. Klal Yisrael will take it away from Antiochus. Who will take it away from Antiochus? Who will be left at the end? Chashmenayim, the Kohen Gadol. And he wears at the end of that nevuah, in Pasuk Tezayin, the Pasuk says, Vayishiyam Hashem Elokeim, Bayomahu Katsoin Amoy. Why? Ki Avnei Nezer Misnaisasais Al Admasai. And Rashi says that the Avnei Nezer represents HaKohanim, Ki Avnei Nezer HaKohanim, B'nei Chashmonayim, HaMisparim, Ba'avnei Nezer, B'turei Chayshen. It was the Chashmonayim, the Kohanim, upon which they wore the Chayshen Mishpat, the Urim V'Tumim, the Avnei, the Avanim, upon which etched into them were the names of the Shiftei Ka. They will ultimately destroy Yavan, who destroyed Paras. Rabbi said, this is what we're living through today. We're living through the battle of the East and the West. Ultimately, Klal Yisrael will be victorious. It's Psukim, and it's Psukim in Zechariah. Can there be any greater chizuk for Am Yisrael in this dark gullus, with all the tumultuous things happening around us, than to read a pasuk in Zechariah with the words of Rashi over 1,000 years ago, that tells us that those of us who wear the Chayshen Mishpat, who take achrayis for Shiftei Ka, we wear the children of Klal Yisrael upon our bodies. Ultimately, we will be victorious. There was once a woman who came to the Yisayda Avaida, and she cried to him. She said that her daughter ran away from home and gave up Yiddishkeit. And the Baal Yisayda Avaida asked her, you have any clothing of your daughters in your home? She says, yes. The Baal Yisayda Avaida instructed this woman to take from the clothing of her daughter that ran away, take some threads, and make from them psilais, wicks, and kindle your Shabbos neiros with the wicks from your daughter's clothing. And he wished her well. And this mother, who was so distraught over the loss of her daughter, She illuminated her home and she kindled the Shabbos licht with threads of her daughter's clothing. And a few weeks later, her daughter walked back into the house. She cried and she fell into her mother's embrace. Chazal teach us that even the psilos that are not good for Shabbos, that are not kosher for Shabbos, they're kosher for Chanukah. It would seem that Chanukah has within it the power, even that Shabbos doesn't have. The Shechina Akdaisha will come down and descend lower than 10 Tvachim, even to 3, even to the lowest depths where Klal Yisrael have fallen and strayed and drifted. The Rabbi Shalom willingly descends and he wants to scoop us up into his embrace again. Even if we're just hanging by a little thread, Rabbi said. Even if we're just hanging by a little thread. But the little thread can be used for the psilos, dipped into the shemen, and kindled for the licht of Chanukah. That's what the Chaysh and Mishpat represents. The Chaysh and Mishpat is the children, the future of Am Yisrael, the next generation. And even if they're holding on by just a thread, there's always hope for us. And even if it looks dark and dismal, and things don't look great, there's hope for us. And if there's hope for us, it's this Chag of Chanukah that illuminates and shows us that that in fact is the way it's going to be. So in the schus of this Moiridike outpour of Persumei Nisa, that a Olam gets together on a Sunday afternoon, and a beautiful menorah, a giant menorah was dedicated to our Beis HaKnesses, the Beis HaMikdash Ma'at that we have in the Golos, in the Dark Golos, we have fragments of the Rabbeinu Shalom's Beis HaMikdash, and we gather together to show the Rabbeinu Shalom we have Emunah. There's hope, and we know it, and we feel it, and we go and we kindle the licht of Chanukah. That should be enough to change the game, to change the tide. And it should be a schus for every single one of us. Every one of us, our families, our wives and children, ourselves. We should have shmira me'ula. We should have a tremendous amount of shmira upon us. And the Svarim tell us the more that we're shomer the Rabbeinu Shalom's world, that's how much the Rabbeinu Shalom be shomer us. Tonight is an illustration of us guarding the Rabbeinu Shalom. Persumei Nisa, remembering a nace that happened then and happens today over and over again. It should be a schus for all of us. It should be a schus for the person who dedicated tonight, Emir Hashem. The Chaysh and Mishpat is about the children of Klal Yisrael, the children of Yaakov Avinu, the Shiftei Ka, the beautiful sons that he was maimed, the Shvatim, 12 Shvatim that Yaakov Avinu was maimed and built Klal Yisrael. We should all be Zaycha L'kach. Emir Hashem, B'Karav, Yameinu, Emir Hashem, next year, and perhaps tomorrow night, we should be Zaycha. And this chus, we should be Zaycha to be able to kindle the menorah with the rebuilding of the Beis HaMikdash in Yerushalayim Habanuya. Amen. We're going to light the menorah now. We're going to ask Rabbi Sokol to come forward. Gather all the boys right here. All the boys come up, please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasa nisim lavoseinu bayomim hahem b'hazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kiyimanu v'higiyanu lazman Anei roi salolu, anachnu malikim, amanim v'miyam, aniflois v'yalamis, v'yalamilchomot, she'osis olavoseinu, v'vayomim ha'im atman hazeh, oyalidei oyanecha, oyanecha, hakidoshim, v'choshim oyasim v'chanuka, aleios amol kodeshem, ayriyen odurushon v'yishtamesh bohem, eloleiros am milvan, k'nei l'shemesh gadol, al Yisrael, kalim le'oitzecha, v'al Yeshuasecha. Ma'asor Yeshuasi, lechana elishabeach, tikon ve'sefilas, v'shtachon izabeach, li'eshtachin matbeach, Amitzoram nabeach, Ozegmar b'shim mizmor, Chanukah hamizbeach, Ozegmar b'shim mizmor, Chanukah hamizbeach.
V'zechron kalamcha, Beis Yisrael, levanecha lefleita, letoiva. Ay v'zechron Moshiach, ben David avdecha, v'zechron Yerushalayim ikatzecha. Beis Yisrael, lefanecha
Ben
ויתימו כל הזמנים, יבנים, נחבצו עליי, אזי בימי חשמנים, ופרצו חי מייסים עליי, ויתימו כל הזמנים, ומיני סגנתנים, וסנך